Welcome back to Living Local. Today is National Black HIV AIDS Awareness Day, and it's a day to not only celebrate progress in reducing new HIV diagnoses in the Black community, but this day also recognizes that to stop the spread, there are barriers to address like racism, homophobia, and transphobia. So we're going to talk about all of these issues today, and here to discuss with us today, we have a special guest here. This is Carrie Wells in this segment, which is sponsored by the Project of the Quad Cities. Carrie, so good to have you here in studio.
Thank you.
Yes, so tell us a little bit about you and how you're actually connected to the project.
Okay, I was actually diagnosed with HIV in 2016, in 2016, in the worst way. I was rushed to the hospital. I was placed on life support twice because I couldn't breathe on my own. And during that time, I found out I had double pneumonia in both lungs. So during my recovery, I had to learn how to breathe and walk at the same time again, and that's when the project came into my life.
Wow, that's incredible. What such a touching story, and so happy to know that you had support during that time.
I did.
And look at you now.
Yes, a lot's gone on since then, a lot of good things.
Well, that is so wonderful. Now, tell us about some of the common misconceptions that you would say that folks have about people who are living with HIV, because here you are today sharing your story, but what are some of those misconceptions?
Well, a lot of the misconceptions, I would say, are that we're disgusting, dirty, vile people that deserve this disease because of our lifestyles, the lifestyle we may have led prior to this, when in all actuality, it's furthest from the truth. We're your sisters, your brothers, your daughters, your sons, your friends. We could be you.
Humanizing that issue, there's so much hate that people share
because
they have a lot of hate in their hearts, and so good for you for standing up to that and just sharing that sentiment. It could be anybody. It truly could be anybody.
Thank you, Michaela.
Yes, but let's talk about the fact that HIV does disproportionately impact the Black community. What are some of the factors that go into this?
Well, I would say racial disparities in healthcare, poverty, unequal access to healthcare, social stigmas, and misinformation, so much misinformation about the disease in general.
Okay, lots of factors there. Now, how would you say, I mean, you talked about this at the beginning, but overall, how has the project made a difference in your life?
The project has made a big, huge difference in my life, because not only because of the support, but because when you're diagnosed with the disease, you're given a lot of information that you may not be privy to, you may not understand. So they helped me to navigate through all this information. If I needed rides to and from doctors, you know, they gave me that. They offer case management, they offer mental health, among many other services. So yes, they made a very, very strong impact on my life, which is a no-brainer for me to share my story. You know, it's the least I could do.
Hopefully you're helping some people at home too that maybe are quietly struggling, and yeah, it's such a powerful thing to stand up for an issue that you believe in, one that you've been personally impacted by. So kudos to you again. I'm just going to keep giving you all the props here.
Thank you.
So what is one thing that you want folks at home to know about HIV? If they could have one takeaway from this conversation here today, what is one thing that you would like them to know?
I would really like for people to know that if you are diagnosed and you adhere to your medication schedule, you can become undetectable. And that means there's such a small percentage of the virus in your body that it cannot be detected, so you can't spread it to anybody else. So I want people to definitely know that.
You can still have a life.
Yes, you can still have a life, a wonderful life.
Okay, that's so wonderful. Now, if people need these services that the project has to offer, where can they go and where can they learn more about everything that the project has to offer?
They can go to tpqc.org.
Okay. Oh, that's simple. There you go. And there's the website down there on the screen as well as the phone number there. Well, thank you so much for being here.
You're very welcome, Michaela. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and thank you for using your voice. It's a very important one. I know today's a national day, but even beyond that, keep using your voice.
Thank you.
Yes. Again, this segment was sponsored by the Project of the Quad Cities. For some more information, you can check out tpqc.org, and we will also have this information posted over on our website too at ourquadcities.com.